All right, what's the dish? Your boy 3CP. This is the greatest podcast ever. Y'all know it's the Third Coast Gaming. Well, no other podcast. I don't know why I said Third Coast Gaming. That's my YouTube page though. So y'all heard on y'all know what I'm talking about. Shut up. All right, so yeah. Let me look at the page to see. Can you hear me? Am I live? Oh, let me turn the microphone up then. Hold up. What about now? We good. I'm turning up a little bit like that. All right. So yeah, this is the gaming. I mean the podcast, Third Coast Gaming. We live in the mix, and you can see whatever you. Don't worry about the screen. Don't worry about that. It's all for YouTube. Okay. So Saturday, big game coming up. Big game. Big game coming up. We getting ready for Lancaster, and I know nobody wants to look ahead, but next week, if they get past that, it's gonna be a team looking a familiar foe, waiting there. So start off first of all, I still haven't figured out how. how Tomball ended up getting 24 points and almost beating Lufkin. Lufkin beat him 35-24, but that's not close. That's too close. 11 points still close because Tomball was just they was a bad team. They were a bad football team. They ran one play. The JT they cut down. They pretty much keyed in on them early because all they did was want to throw the number 4. They ran. I looked at the play and I was like, I know they ain't for run this same play again. And a little bit let it be known they ran the same play once again. They kept running that same play. They just want to throw a drag right to number 4, get him in his face. I guess he was their best player. But besides all that, they got pretty much what I didn't really know about Tumble. From looking at them, once I saw them a few drives and I figured a Tomball out. Oh yeah, this game's gonna be a blowout. I can tell. Sometimes I can tell how good of a team is from just the way they look by their uniforms. Like I'm telling you, it sounds stupid, but I'm telling you, I just know this stuff. And from the way Tomball looked, they looked like they wasn't gonna be that great, and they looked slow too. It seemed like their play was kind of slow, but they're out of there. They're gonna be watching the playoffs at home now. So we going to Lancaster. This is gonna be a fun one though, cause you got the battle. I think they call themselves Webo or Webo, Webo, whatever it's supposed to be, whatever that means. I forgot what it meant. Shout out to Cujo for life. He can probably explain it more. I always forget that. But that versus Cujo. So that's gonna be that little thing going on. Then you got the battle of the bands. The Lancaster bands pretty. I looked on some stuff on YouTube. They kind of like they similar to John Tyler. And so it's gonna be a pretty fun one because you get to see the bands and the team, and it should be a good game. And the team itself seems like they got pretty much a similar type of team like John Tyler. So this could be one of those games, high scoring games maybe. I don't know about the defense. Well, I seen them when they played Highland Park. I didn't see them like personally, but I seen the highlights, and Highland Park pretty much had their way with them. I think they beat them like 41-14, and that's a team that probably gonna see if you get past these next 2 games, or this game, then the next game, get past that, you're probably gonna see Highland Park. So seeing them that they did that to Lancaster, I think JT still has a good chance to pretty much give one of those games. It could be a close one in the first half, and then JT pulls away because I think this John Tyler team they kind of find themselves in that second half. They get to see okay now that's what they're doing, and they pull away in that second half. Or and another thing, the turnovers have been helping them. Dudes have been pulling Apple turnovers out this. Remember what 2 games straight? Well, dude fumbled in the red zone, and JT recovered it. and they was finna take the lead, I'm like, hey, that they keep the defense keeps causing turnovers like that. That's gonna be a big key thing in these playoffs, especially when you got the team that's coming up next. I'm gonna talk about in a minute. But yeah, I think this team is they looking like they think I think this team can go far. They got I mean, a lot of seniors on the team. Hawkins is beasting. Grant, Cadillac, and Street. Like I've been telling everybody, this Street is he's never covered. Throw it to him and just keep throwing it to him. He's gonna catch it. And if the secondary just fix the secondary a little bit, defense, I think any team, if they can just play like they've been playing the past few weeks, and it's not a team that can just hang with this John Tyler team. Like this team that I see now that came up and played Longview again, maybe it'll probably been a closer game. I don't know if it was Street in that game, Longview? The Street playing that game? You remember, or was he hurt? I think they missing some people. Cause I think we used it as a deal. Well, I think it was probably Street's coming around now. Street's he's just a monster among men now. Like he's Braun Strowman right now. Let's call him Braun Strowman because he's just a monster amongst men. Hey, yeah, Lancaster is coming up Saturday. Hope everybody comes through. Watch the game. I don't know pretty much everybody on that. We'll probably CJ probably got the info on a lot of these guys. I don't know the names. I never know anybody's name on other teams besides a few. But yeah, it's this game if they get out of this game, then that familiar foe Lufkin is waiting up. Well, they're waiting. Pretty much. Well, they gotta win too. But I think Lufkin's gonna win. I think they play Frisco. Yeah. I remember JT played a lot of Frisco teams in the playoffs before, and some of them were not that good. But some of them, I remember one team was a run. They ran like the wishbone a lot. I forgot. I mean, they played them in Allen. They pretty much they destroyed them. I remember that game. Allen Stadium was nice, but yeah, it'll be a Lufkin matchup. And somebody on the forum mentioned they mentioned SFA as a possible site for that, and I'm thinking, we can't do that. You can't have them come into their own home. I mean, what, a 10-minute drive for them to go right the Lufkin? I mean, nah. I would rather, if that happens, I'd go, hey, just go to DFW because it's gonna be a longer ride for them. Hey, go to Allen Stadium, Cowboy Stadium, something like that. Yeah. If this game is in Cowboy Stadium, it's definitely I'm gonna be there. Like, it doesn't matter if Longview goes to state and they go to Cowboy Stadium, I'm gonna be there. Like, hey, I'm gonna be at Cowboy Stadium from one way or another. Okay, so yeah, but you can't look ahead. You gotta get past Lancaster, and they gotta get past Frisco. So, but it's setting up to be that way. Hey, it could be Lufkin versus JT. They had some crazy playoff games. The one that last time they played in the playoffs, the one in Rose Stadium that JT won. I know the last time we played Lufkin was last year, wasn't it? And they lost. But the year before that, they played them and they won in the playoffs. If I'm not wrong, I know my memory is bad, but I do remember the Rose Stadium win against Lufkin. I think it was the first round too. So yeah, hey, it's getting to some. It's interesting, getting interesting. But before we get into CJ, I want to let y'all know. Shout out to Shane, Dixon, Nina for doing the video shoot. Y'all, if y'all don't know, Adder, see the music. I heard the song for the first time. Hey, we don't do shout out. That's the early shout out. I still got some shout outs at the end. Well, CJ probably got something in, but I just wanted to say that because the video looked like it's gonna be absolutely amazing. Like, it was a few. I don't know what other shots they got, but it seemed like there's gonna be a good video. And to do Super Day, he does some good work. So That's the next. That's like 3 videos I done been in with CJ. I wasn't in this video, but I was in a few of Chris Prophet's videos that we did. Went down Dallas, the one we did in Padre Island. Yeah. Oh dang, I wish we could go back to Padre Island. That was the funnest place ever. Boy. Padre Island, it's a little island, but especially you ride them damn scooters. I'm telling you, gotta go back to CJ. You gotta go to Padre. I know you've been to Padre, CJ. You been to Padre? You never been to Padre? Oh, you gotta go. We gotta put that in the group. Back to Padre. We had. I'm telling you,
that's
it
what
was.
I told you that cruise. Like when I went on that cruise,
Oh yeah, all the cruise. Yeah, cruising. Any y'all females trying to go on a cruise? I'm thinking we might be going on one soon, and I'm taking applications to take one. You gotta send me a picture and a contact number, and I'll look at the picture and look at the number, and I'll say, if she nice enough, she can come with me. So I'm taking applications to go on this cruise, but there's only one that I do want to take, but she be tripping. But maybe she'll take because she's going on a cruise, But we all off the damn talking. Hey, this is no order. We don't care. We do whatever we want over here. We talk about what we want. We do what we want over here. So this is whatever. For bring CJ on and Tom Brady I still hate Tom Brady. I just want to say that I hate the Patriots and I hate Tom Brady. But shout out to Pat Mahomes. Even though he's my biggest rival, White House, we hate White House from Chapel Hill. I got love for Pat Mahomes. But Pat, your Madden Ultimate Team card is garbage. I had to sell you, dude. I had to sell your card because I went back with Michael Vick because you were just throwing the ball wherever you wanted to throw it. Picks out the there's enough of that. Now you pissing me off because all the games I lost because of you. But yeah, that's what it is. Ready for the bring on CJ and hope to see y'all at the game. Hope I'll be there too. But yeah.
Hello world, we here. Let me say this. Just a little bit of the talk about the Tomball game. Then I know Rob touched on some of that, and I'll give y'all my thoughts on this upcoming week. And it'll be easy for me to look ahead, but I'm gonna try not to look too far ahead because we know what's what you call it. I don't want to say at the end of the tunnel because there's still plenty of football to play, especially if you advance. So we know the deed is not done, but I'll give you my thoughts on that in a second. Now, to this Tomball game. It was basically like I thought it would be. Tomball, I figured from what I found out they was gonna be a little pass happy. I was telling Rob about that. Actually, during the game early in the game, and you could see Tomball, they was moving the ball at first part of the game, but like I was telling Rob, they had to get a feel because you never played Tomball before. You just seen them on film. So those kind of teams, and also John Tyler, sometimes on defense they start out a little slow. So you got to get a feel for the team. So that's what happened, and even me, I have to tell myself, well, Chris, calm down. They get 1 or 2 first downs, calm down. Even if they go up 3-0 or 7-0, just calm down. It'll be all right. It's still early. I mean, hey. But so that's what happened, and then eventually John Tyler, they grabbed a hold of the game and they burst out to a 22-3 halftime lead. So you can pretty much know, you can get a feel. Usually after the first half or even the first quarter, you can tell, okay, I see what kind of team they are. Let's see how the defense plays against them. And, of course, once the defense got to get a feel of how the offense is playing out, now, if you face a team that's running like the Wishbone, that's going to take a little longer because that's just so rare of an offense, man. It's just like, Rob mentioned, just like when they played Frisco a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's a team that controls the clock. So you really, when third down comes, you got to get them off the field. So that's highly important. But I'm going to go over a couple of stats for y'all. Regarding the game, of course, John Tyler handled their business. Devlin, let's speak on Devlin Woods. Another efficient game. I'm gonna mention this because I know there's probably a lot of Cowboy fans, even some Cowboy haters. You know who Devlin Woods, his passing stats remind me of? Of course, yeah, Dak. Just because now some people are like, that's bad, that's bad, but he'll get the he might get like right under 200 yards some games because John Tyler, they want to get the running game going. And if that going, Devlin Woods, he don't need to throw the ball 30 times. He can throw it under 20 times. Stay efficient, throw the ball under 20 times or right around 20. When Rod Hawkins, he can get you, he's capable of 200 yards. Or he'll get 100 yards, and they just have a great stable of running backs. They can go 3 or 4 deep at least. And then, make sure, let me throw a few to street. Get him. You got to go up top to him. You can't forget about that dude now. You got to. And I've been thinking this the last few games. I just never mentioned that about Devlin Woods. And then, too, like Dak has done before, he might get a 300-yard game one time. I mean, so that's what that reminded me of. Stay in, don't turn the ball over. Make sure you just like the Cowboys, they got to give it to Zeke, get the ball to Rod Hawkins. And if you want, Cam Grant, and then you got the Asbell kid. So, as long as that's working, then that's just going to keep it open. Then, like I say, Devlin Woods, he can get the ball to Warren and Street, and all that. So, but like in the past, the thing that concerns me is that these playoff teams, it reminds me of Alito when John Tyler played Alito, and they just shut that run down. And when it came to the passing game, you really couldn't get that going. And so you can just tell Alito, they're just battle tested. That's one of them teams they're gonna take away what you do. We're not gonna let you run the ball down our throats. And then they got a monster in the middle. He was like another Warren Sapp. So yeah, he as soon as I just saw the swag. I just saw him. Every time you look up, he's just right there. You can't move. It's almost like Chris Jones has been playing for the Kansas City Chiefs. How ironic that I don't even think people out there notice. It's like 2 or 3 guys in the NFL that has my name. I'm just saying, but it's a common name. It's a common first name, common last name. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Anyways, but a few more stats though. Rod Hawkins, I believe he had about 71 yards on 13 carries. I can only imagine if he had 20 carries. Sometimes it seems like, I don't know. I know it's kind of hard getting everybody involved with the amount of carries. I be thinking about that because okay, Street, he had 4 catches for like 53 yards. Okay, so and sometimes I'm like, man, they got to give him some more touches. But Street, most of the balls they throw to him are go route. I think they hit him on a comeback route in the game, I believe. Yeah. Street is more of that, I wouldn't call him a possession receiver. He's just that big time target on the outside. Kind of like he can be a possession receiver, but he's just so great you can do whatever with him. But he's like a home run hitter, but he's a clear number 1 receiver. So just like the other game, he only had 2 catches, but they was both for touchdowns. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how it goes. But if the running game is going, you really can't complain because that's gonna set everything up in the offense. So that's just what that is. Now, Lancaster, on the Lancaster. One thing I know about Lancaster, they're known for providing Division I talent. They're always gonna be great. So this game, I have to see how it unfolds. I got to see how John Tyler's going to show up. Of course, Rob mentioned when Lancaster, they got beat by Highland Park. But Highland Park is so good, they can put points up on damn near anybody. So, but Lancaster's coming off a win versus Wakeland. I think it was like 49-24 to 49-28, something like that. So, in Mesquite this Saturday, almost like a home game for Lancaster, but we know Cujo, they travel hard, they travel deep. The Mesquite is nothing to them. It's just up the road for them, basically. But Lancaster, I expect them to come out, man. They're just known for being a good, solid football team. John Tyler done played them twice before. I mean, the last time they played them, it was at Rose Stadium. I think they got them, I know, by a short margin, about 3 points. And then the year before that, Lancaster took it 26-21. So you can pretty much look at this as the rubber match. This is the important one. This is who's gonna go to that third round. Like Rob mentioned, I expect I can see this game being in the 30s or 30-something to 20-something like that. So I really don't know how Lancaster is on defense. I have to see for myself, see how the game. Like I said, I got to see if John Tyler going to be able to run that football. And when they can run the football good, everything else will flow from there. I'm not really worried about it. But if you cut the run off, then it's like, dang, Devlin, he got to bring us home. But you still, I mean, you can't abandon the run, especially if the game is still intact. You just got to keep doing it. Kind of like the Cowboys say about Zeke. Okay, if he's not getting off yet, just keep feeding him. Eventually, people like that. Eventually, man, it might take a run or two, and then but you got to keep chipping away. But yeah, Lancaster. See, what I was going to get into earlier was what's on tap is John Tyler wins, Lufkin wins. Look what we'll have the following week. Old East Texas, old rivalry, old district rivals, Lufkin and JT in the third round. How sweet would that be? That's what we praying on to happen. Now, we know Lufkin. I'm not going to talk much about Lufkin. Through the Lord's will, hopefully we'll be talking about them next week on the next episode of the podcast, as long as both teams win. Hopefully we'll, be previewing that game. I don't want to talk too much about that game because it ain't going on yet. We got Saturday to deal with, so, and we got a solid Lancaster football team to deal with. So, and that coach they got is pretty good over there. They're just known for being talented, man. That's just, like I said, they had a D1 guy. I was telling Rob the other day. I remember when Ike Warren was the number one corner, and I mean they held him pretty good. I think his name was like Nick Alexander. I think he went on to go to Arizona State. I know he was committed to Arizona State, and I think he still went there. But I know he was a big play receiver. But we're going to see what happens. 2 p.m., Mesquite Memorial Stadium. It's not going to be at Hanby. It's going to be at Mesquite Memorial in Mesquite. 2 p.m., John Tyler, Lancaster. It's going down.
Yeah, they didn't want to be Mesquite. They didn't want to use Hanby there after the Magic put in Hanby.
Yeah. It's Magic goes on at Hanby. But Hanby, always hosting some good playoff games, man. But let me say this, though. I'm gonna give one or two shout-outs, though. Because when I think about Lancaster, I think about one of the greatest young women that I know. Shout out to her. I'm going to shout her out. We even graduated from college on the same exact evening. One of the best people I met in my college life, Miss Taylor Valentine. She's a Lancaster high school alum. Shout out to her, man, doing her thing. Let me say this. If anyone out there needs some guidance or needs some advice or need to get with some public relations, hit up Taylor Valentine on Facebook, man. If it's nothing she can do for you, she will definitely point you in the right direction. She's in the Dallas area. Hit up, support what she do, and this is a very, very good example of what a young lady should be, just overall as a person. I got to shout her out. And it's so ironic she got the same birthday as my mom for some reason. That's so ironic. But On to another story. Also, I want to shout out. I was also gonna shout out Miss Shan Dixon, aka Nina, man. Look, the video gonna be coming soon. Distant Lover, man. This has the potential to go viral. I ain't even seen it, but I already know. You put her, you put with Super Dave. I heard the vibe of the track. Shout out to Mr. Reaper, man. Shout out to DJ, man. Look, this is gonna be something. So y'all stay tuned, and you know Super Dave gonna put that magic on it. So it's it's already going down. So man, but I'm gonna pass this back off to Rob in a second. But like I say though, hey, if Lufkin, if that's what's on deck for us, if we gotta take care of our business though. Juntai gotta take care of their business. It's gonna be something. I'm gonna be talking to some Lufkin homies about it after Saturday. Hopefully it go down. I ain't gonna talk it into existence. I could pull a LeVar Ball and talk things into existence, but I'm not gonna do that for it. Lord willing, it'll be JT Lufkin, 3rd round. We gotta take care of Lancaster and then go from there. But also, I want to wish everybody right now a happy Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Eat enough for me and everything. And that's what it is, though. Man, this year is almost over. It's crazy. But like I said, we got some more high school football to talk about. Also, shout out to the high school teams that are still in it doing their thing. Marshall, Lindale, hey, Lufkin, Longview. Hey, I know we got some rivals out there, but like I say, I keep my eyes on the East Texas team, man, to see how far they can go. Also, I hope to see a Jefferson-Gladewater matchup in the next round. That'll be good for the community of East Texas. I'm passing it back off to Rob. Y'all have a happy holidays. I'm signing out.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of when you the shout out, I just looked up this Taylor Valentine chick, and I'm going to add her. I'm going to slide in some DMs, you know. Yeah, y'all should definitely hit her up for guidance on everything. She look real professional too, and I like going to Dallas anyway. Yeah. See, CJ knows so many people. I'm gonna say people. So he know a lot of people, and a lot of good people, and a lot of pretty people. Pretty people, women, no dudes. No, I don't know. I don't care about the dudes. But yeah, dang, I've been telling y'all this for years. I'm gonna put it the camera. Okay, give me about 3 weeks. I'm gonna buy my photo stuff, y'all. Give me about 3 weeks. We got shout out to everybody on the forum. Shout out to I think it's Cujo 2015, whatever. No Days Off, Texas Cujo for life. John Tyler fan. All y'all dudes on the phone to be listen to the podcast, and I could tell because one of the dudes that said something. I said something at the end of my podcast one day when I said something about I remember because I said something about y'all wasn't giving my watch hours. He was like, "Yeah, you got my hour." You know, he listened to the whole podcast. So like, hey, everybody, it's just it's the greatest podcast ever because we just do what we want to do, and this is how it is. Shout out to everybody. Oh, well, let me go ahead and shout out my son. My son's birthday was today. He turned 8 years old. So shout out to my son Ryan. And guess what? My mom's birthday is tomorrow. I haven't seen my mom and it's been a year. I send her like FaceTime and stuff and talk to her the other day. But yeah, her birthday is tomorrow. Shout out to my mom. So she's out there in Georgia with my sister. But yeah, birthday. And then my cousin's birthday like the day after that, I think, or on the same day. I think my cousin's birthday the same day as my mom's birthday. Everybody my family's birthday is in November for some reason, except mine. I don't know why, but yeah, we out of here. Yep, I forgot to do it, but if y'all don't, I did a podcast, a recap of the NFL season. I did it 2 weeks ago before all the stuff happened with me. So I'm thinking about doing it again, redoing it. I didn't do it this week, but I did a recap. It was if y'all want to check it out on my YouTube page, you got to go back a few pages. But yeah, I'll probably get with CJ and see if you want to continue doing that because it's just something I just started doing. Some of my subscribers suggested it, and I just did it, and it seems all right. So yeah, we out of here, and yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I have no idea where I'm gonna be at on Thanksgiving because I don't cook and I don't got nobody to cook for me. So I'll probably be at some family member house or something. But if you want to bring me a plate, you can DM me some at my address. I can DM you, or you can hit me up and bring me something. I don't eat nothing with cheese on it, and I like pecan pie. Pretty much give me some dressing and turkey. That's all I want. I don't want no mac and cheese. I want nothing but this turkey and dressing. That's it. That's all you gotta do is bring me that and a pecan pie, and I'm straight. I'll sit here and play Madden and watch the Cowboys. Oh yeah, we're gonna be first in the division. So yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. We out of here, and before I get out of here, let me figure out everything I said. Nathan Peterman is still the worst quarterback in the NFL. Yeah, I gotta say that. He is the absolute worst quarterback in the NFL. If somebody signs him, they are idiots. If Nathan Peterman gets a job before Colin Kaepernick, I'm writing the NFL. There's no way Nathan Peterman gets a job before Colin Kaepernick gets one. I'm gonna be watching. I want to see if anybody signs this dude. That's just unacceptable. So yeah, he needed to just donate his whole check to charity, some type of charity or something. Just donate his whole check. Yeah. Well, that's what it is, man. We out here.